What's up, everybody? Alphiks here, and welcome back to Crying Suns. We're doing Sector 3 of Chapter 4 today, after defeating Commander Moon in the last episode. So, this should be very fun indeed. We go Abandoned Auto Factory. But yeah, last time we beat Sector 2. And we're in the final sector of the chapter, which should be great fun. Unidentified ship. It couldn't be. You survived? Somehow I should have known. Who is this? You don't recognize us, Admiral? It's true that we're not vitrified. Maybe that's why. We're the survivalists? But I thought that we were dead. Well, you did kill 99.9% of us, that's true. But unfortunately for you, not us. We've been searching for the Earth folder. Our prophecies tell us it is here. I never thought in a million years we'd have a chance to kill you too. Uh-oh. It's the survivalists. It's all come full circle. 2 fighters, 1 drone. Which means we send out 2 frigates and 2 fighters. Yes, fighters go together, frigates go together, and we move. Let's see. You should try and go around while the fighters go straight for the drones. Wait. Uh-oh. How was I supposed to know that you had this up your sleeve? Dang it. So silly. Can you go around? No, can you go around? Navigate around. Oh, frick. Get in there. Wait, no, the drones have gone around. They've gone around. This is not good. They are completely outplaying us on this level. Look at that ring around the rosy. Bollocks. No, you do not get to ruin my life. Nice. This is the last video I'm recording today on Monday. It's the last video I'm recording. I recorded 2 Dead Cells videos, one of them right before this. It's a short one, so I allowed myself to do this as well before ending. And as far as Streets of Rogue is concerned, well, Streets of Rogue. I honestly don't know what to say about Streets of Rogue. Like, I'm so down on that game. Like, I don't know what to feel. It's the least favorite for me in terms of just playing. It's the least fun I have when recording is when I play that game. It just doesn't appeal to me a whole heck of a lot. I mean, it does appeal to me. It's still good. It's just not quite, not my favorite game I've ever played. Let's put it that way. So I don't know what to replace the series with whenever it ends. Because I have to tell you, I think the series is not long for this world, especially especially when we finally win a run, assuming we manage to do it. It's gonna end after we win a run, because it's been too long. And I might still play it on stream once I start streaming more regularly, but for now, it is what it is. I'm still looking at what to replace the Streets of Rogue with, and I've been thinking maybe that Noita game looks really cool, and I would love to try that one out. But for now, we're just sort of in a holding pattern until something ends. Look at that. We should have pulled them back. Should have pulled some units back. You know what? We have this. Send them. But I did get back into... I know this is more of a... this is more like Dead Cells style commentary where I talk about random crap. But I did get back into Guild Wars 2 yesterday. Yesterday I played some Guild Wars 2, and it's still as good a game as I remember it. Did some meta events in the Heart of Thorns expansion. Haven't started a new character yet, but maybe we'll do that on the stream. I've been thinking about streaming Guild Wars 2, so maybe we'll start a new character on stream. I don't know. If you want to watch me, follow me on Twitch. Link in the description. Put an end to us, I beg you. May our deaths deliver us to Earth. I don't want to end your ship. You want to torture us instead, is that it? I hold no ill will towards you. I did not bomb Ganima. And for this, we are now hunted in our home. And then if it wasn't you, who destroyed Ganima? I believe it was my second in command. Okonkwo vitrified your people. Admiral Okonkwo, we've been fleeing from his ships for years. This is not the first time I've heard of Earth. What can you tell me about it? Oberon forbade his people from talking about it, but our kind never did, and so we know Earth exists. Somewhere. A planet free of the machines where man and woman can live as they should. We've been searching in this cluster for its folder for 20 years, ever since the fleet destroyed our home. Oberon would have wanted to keep such a folder close to him. We know it. A folder to Earth? You believe it was once part of the Empire? We don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. But there are legends that such a folder exists. But let me ask you something. Don't you think it's strange we know so little about what existed before the Empire? That we never even talk about it? Cleaning all records of history. That's one way to control the people. You have other questions. How did you survive the bombs? Oh, we weren't there. Our ship was searching for allies at the time, of which we found none, when the Makers of Darkness went off. When we returned, there was nothing left of our home. Nothing but glass. Since then, we've been living on this ship, constantly on the move. These stars are violent enough as is, but when everyone assumes you're the one who shut down the machines, it's doubly violent. And did you? Did you shut them down? And no, you can believe me. Defeated as we now are, there's no reason for us to lie. There were plans among our kind to do so, certainly, even attempts. But Oberon was always one step ahead, living as we have, always on the run with no one to trust. What lonely lives we've led. Improbably, sinfully, our numbers have grown. May the gods of Earth forgive us. Man, what a tough life. Well, why did you not embrace the Omnis? Did they not make your lives easier? In the beginning, we welcomed them. People always forget that. But then the Empire started to use them for more and more purposes. They were increasingly incorporated into our lives. They took over our jobs. And there was never any hesitation to do so. Never any discussion regarding negative consequences or moral concerns. Soon we felt that not only were we losing our jobs to the machines, but as we became increasingly dependent on them, our very selves as well. We lost sight of what it was to be human. We have other... Well, that's actually very real. And, kinda, you know, a current message in a futuristic game. Your ship, can its damage be repaired? I'm afraid not. The damage is too severe. So we ask that you finish us. Finish you? Don't overreact. We can transport you safely someplace else. And without a ship of our own, we don't stand a chance. As soon as we are found, we will be finished. Besides, we now believe the Earth folder can only be accessed via the ethereal realm, and one needs death to access it. Must be strange for you, Admiral, the people you were thought to have killed now asking you to end them. But it is what we want. It is the only thing that will bring us happiness. I can't do what you ask of me. It is murder. This isn't murder, Admiral. This is kindness. Oh man. Is this a branching path? Do things branch off if we finish or don't finish them off? I think he's asking so kindly. Let's do it. It troubles me, but if it will end your suffering, then I will end your ship. It will, Admiral. Then it shall be done. Thank you. Boom, boom. We might have a double dose of fireworks this episode, if we beat the sector boss as well. Wouldn't that be something? To the planet. Oh, what have we got here? Repair station. Yo, we don't do big jobs. Small jobs just don't do it for us. Yes. Oh, yes. Repair all my squadrons. We'd be happy to pay for your services. We'll bang it out, guy. No problem. Look at that. Excuse me? That wasn't all of my... I thought you were going to repair everything. Oh well, at least it was something. For cheaper. We're gonna lose some commandos, but potentially get a lot of resources. I like that. Whee! Whoosh. Let's go, Saul. You got this, my man. Hit that scrap, boy. Yes. Not the mutated flying creatures. That sounds like that could be a band name, like a grindcore band. Mutated flying creatures. MFC. Oh lord. That's more losses than I was hoping for. That was like on the upper side. But 200 scrap. Was that worth it? Was it worth it? I think it was. As we've said before, sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Abandon Imperial battleship. Emperor Oberon would want us to have this weapon that it's left behind, don't you think, Admiral? Flak cannon, Mark III. Nice. That's cool. But we can only hold 3 weapons. So what do we do with this? What do we do? We can repair everything, yes. Boom, boom, boom. We're fine for fuel. Stealth engines? We don't have any stealth units, so this would be a waste. Risk predictive algorithm. Yeah, let's do that. You know, some range is pretty important to have. At least a little bit of range. So... yeah, let's take the cruiser. And then, finally, we have to choose one of these weapons to sell and one to keep, and, you know, I think Hullbreaker laser is fine. Plasma nuke, 20 damage every 33.3 seconds. Pretty nice area of effect. Cannon, same. This is the same cooldown. 5 more damage, but a tiny area. This is 35 damage in a, you know, it's random, but it's 20 cells. So, we're gonna sell the plasma nuke. I know. I was going more towards the cannon, but I then decided on the nuke instead. Let's see. Now we can see. Do you have mercenary outposts? We can't see, we can't even get there probably. 1, 2. Actually, we might. We might be able to get to this if it's a mercenary outpost. Let's go here. There's an anomaly as well, so it might be a there might be a 50-50 scenario, which would then be 100% thanks to the perk. Imperial battleship? Oh. Leave us alone. Sir, they're on the attack, our own brothers and sisters! Oh. Right. He's seen us before because he probably saw another one of another version of the Odysseus. Drone, frigate, drone. So we go fighter, 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 and let's have a cruiser behind our lines. Oh lord. Wait, this is drones. Fighter on 1. I don't know. Let's wait to see where that teleports. Oh, hello. There you go. No, pull back, okay. Yeah, you can go back. Let's rotate you out. And then get that. No, let's wait until they launch their piercer laser, and then we'll be shoot your laser. There we go. And now that their laser's been shot, we just send our nanos. Swoop in for the kill. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, commandos and scrap. Let's accept. Good. Good. Forced ya. We forced your hand. And to the shipyard. Then another ooh. I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna need a good reason not to end you. Make a deal. Sure. And ooh, Mark IV Minotaurus? You're tempting me. You're seriously tempting me here. We only have 2 fighter units, and they're both rank. They're both Mark I. We need a strong fighter. Yep, we do that. We do that, and then we move on. It's not the mercenary outpost. Damn it. So I think, we can either go straight for. There's no turning back if we go here. It's straight to the boss, or we go down. There's 3 anomalies there. Holy cow! And then drop down to the planet and over to the depot and up. Yeah, I think we do this. We do this route. A key battleship. It was. High solar particles. Okay. Look at that. 3 fuel. That's good. Let's check out some of these anomalies. And I hope we get 50-50s that are guaranteed 100%. Summon a cryopod. If you have the right specialist officer, we can probably reanimate whoever is frozen in there. Yo. Let's hope it's someone who will benefit our battleship. Otherwise, my talents will have been wasted. Saul! You genius! The pod contained a specialist officer. My efforts were worth it after all. Imagine if I'd reanimated just your average Joe. Yeah, imagine that. Leah Golan. Hello. Are you go on weapons? Looks like. Yeah, she has the same, pretty much, what everyone else has. But and like even her tactical weapon thing doesn't come into play because we have none of those weapons. Hello, pirates. This is a dangerous place. There are pirates around here. Yeah, no shit. You are the pirate. Yar. 2 fighters, please. Today's order. 2 fighters. Let's save our Mark IV for later. Where is the Mark II frick? Yes, you. Okay. Let's wait to see where they're gonna go with their stuff. And then intercept. They're gonna have their drones kind of spread out. They have more incoming here. Frigate. Well, that's one drone. Where's the other drone? Right there. Look at them just waiting in the back lines. Where's the fighter? All the way over there. Okay. Dude, crap. The fighter's gonna get destroyed by this frigate. I don't like it. I really do not like it. Fuck. No, you go back to base. Don't die. Do not die. Okay, Minotaurus it is then. Whee. Let's do cruisers. Or 1 cruiser, yeah, that is. And Magneto frigate. And the nano drones too. For good measure. Where's that being sent? Oh, okay. Let's go. Nanos! Come out to play the beautiful game. Also, break their hull. Boom. Oh, what are you doing here? What do you think you're doing? blow them up. There you go. It's just that easy. It is just that easy. 1 fuel, 3 commandos, 30 scrap. Let's accept. We don't want any more fights. Losing two squadrons is already bad enough. And at least we got a lot of fuel. Damaged civilian tanker, sir. This was scrap. This is scrapper attack written all over it. Check it out, Lynch. I shudder to think what happened to its crew, but we're in luck, sir. These scrappers missed some Neo-N and refueling tech. 1 Neo-N? 1 Neo-N? Really? Really? That was disappointing. Well, maybe there's gonna be something on this. Oh, what? Unless you got any special H, Admiral, you wasted my time. And that's a special H if I ever saw one. What kind of a station is this? Me asking for special H didn't give it away. With genius licenses like you commanding Imperial ships, we don't have much of a chance, do we? There's a bunch of us here, people like me, all looking to score. It's tough to do so now, and sometimes we go a long time without it. We'd clean up if we could, but if special H once and you're hooked for life, which is fine. If the drug is available and you have the dough to buy it, tell me you have some, Admiral. We have scrap. We know things too, all kinds of things. Just tell me you have some. Oh, we have no special H to give you. Then, like I said, you're wasting my time. Come on, let's push on. Yeah, as I said, if it doesn't have an anomaly, it's pretty useless. But I felt like, you know what, we have fuel, let's check it out, why not? But, again, it was nothing. R&D. Hate to complain, but it's bringing our thumbs down here. Strength, you can't strengthen hull. Build a squadron. Yeah, build a squadron. Sure. I give you a go ahead. Don't disappoint me. Cruiser Mark IV longbow. Okay. Alright. I can get behind that. Some more range. Church ship. Greetings, Admiral. From a small nation to church, I want to blow you up with my father's imperial battleship. Don't. We've done the specialist officer thing before, the talk out of the way. Let's just don't make a donation. I don't make donations to causes I don't believe in. You want my scrap? Then come and get it. Scrap donation? I was only joking, Admiral. You Imperials are so serious. For the mix-up, please take a generous amount of my holy scrap instead, and safe travels to you and yours. Okay, that was the 100% coming in play. That's usually a 50-50, and we tried it before, it never worked. So, I do like that it worked. At least we got some use out of our purchase. Now let's scrap this entire planet of its sources and have a lot of men die in the process. Nice. You gotta say nice when you see that 69 scrap pop up. Look at that. Oh, we can make some purchases now. Going to this army depot. Our final stop before the cluster boss. Civies. Who knew we'd ever be happy to see the likes of you? We're a group of prisoners. Prisoners, yes. Don't do the deal and let them go. Okay. Fly to the depot, see if we can get anything else. Oh! Hull's damaged, easy fight. Oh, they have slaves. Yeah, they have slaves. Means it. Yeah, sure does. Yep, rescue the slaves. It's 100%. It's 100%. Sir, the mission was a success. Just had to crack a few scrapper skulls was all. As luck would have it, a few of the slaves have combat experience that want to join our cause. You can find them in our core. Now the slaves have been liberated, it could be an excellent time to attack. Let's threaten the scrapper. Hand over your scrap, scrapper, or I'll have no choice but to take it from you myself.
Fine, take it, Admiral.
Fine, take it, Admiral. Just leave us alone.
Okay. Our final good stuff. Hullbreaker laser Mark 3. Mark 3. Goodbye, Mark 1. Well, hello, Mark 3. A final improvement. How's our squadrons looking like anyway? Oh, we have one more space. We have one more room for a squadron. But no money. Ah, you piece of garbage. Drone Mark 4 flash. Well, maybe though we can. No, I think we gotta do this and this. I think we're ready. We can't really get anything else, so unless if we sell Leia, we don't really get any money in return. And we don't get enough money in return to make any real purchases, so it's just not. Here we go. Cluster boss. I think it's going to be Admiral Okonkwo? Question mark? Oh, that is a big one. So you've made it this far, clone. I have to hand it to you. I never thought you would. Why'd you do it, Okonkwo? Do what? Bomb Ganima? Why did the original Idaho not? The survivalists were a threat to the Empire. We were ordered to eliminate them. So, when Ellis didn't, I did. That's all there is to it. All they wanted was to be free of the Omnis and live on their own. Was that really such a crime? In our Empire, yes. You know, maybe he was a survivalist himself. That would explain why he disobeyed Oberon. He wasn't a survivalist. How do you know? You don't have his memories, at least not all of them. In his final days, I didn't know who he was either. And I was his best friend. But I've talked to you long enough. It's time to destroy this ship of yours, take your machine, find Gehenna, and end this freak show once and for all. Go on then, but you'll have to do it. You, not one of your men and women. You'll have to see to it yourself. I doubt you can. Clone, I'll show you exactly what I can do. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Into battle we ride, with Omnis by our side. We're strong and not afraid to die. Oh my god, let's go. Wait, no, that's frigate. You go over there. Wait, where's the drone? Get on the frigate. Yeah, they have that's Mark 3. Those are Mark 3s. That's not really cool. It's not cool. What is the Golden Veil? Every 80 seconds, all enemy units on the battlefield become immune to damage for 10 seconds. That's rough. That sounds really rough. Nice. Let's go. Wait, can we get through here? Yeah. Ow. Look at that. Send. Go straight on. You got this. You know you do. You have it in you. Boom! We actually made that Minotaurus move useful. Ow. By the way. Their weapon's damaged. That's a frigate. Send the nano on the frigate. Uh-oh. Longbow. Let's see. Just spray and pray. Okay, that kind of worked. That wasn't too bad. Except now we're losing all of these units. Youch. Can you... Oh, the shield. Oh, the immunity. Oh, no. Complete immune... Oh, wow. Hold on. That's a frigate. I'll just go with this. And with this... Oh, it's so screwed. Rip. Rip skis. This takes so long. Just because of how underleveled these guys are. Oh, the stun! The stun strat. You'll love to see it. Doo-doo-dum, doo-doo-dum. Wrecked. Let's go. Let's go for the big one. Send 'em. Okonkwo! You're going down, feller. You're going down. Look at that. Yo. That damage, though. I can't even see what all these guys are. Christ. I think we're gonna lose all of our men. All of our squadron's gonna get destroyed. Except for the nanos, because they're nanos. Instead, we blast them. Oh, that was good. Now that was good. Now we get our fighter. And the frigate gets countered by the drone. What's up, boy? And then we have our nanos backdooring them. So beautiful. What a play. Stonks. Stop. There you go. Boom. Oh, you're so dead. You're so freaking dead, dude. Ah, the chain. I spoke too soon. Yikes. Anyway, oh, you're done. Boom! Easy! Get fricked. Finish me, clone. What are you waiting for? I got some questions to ask, brother. Where is she, Okonkwo? What happened to Rebecca? She is on Lazarus 9. Lazarus 9? An Imperial cryoplanet in the Terminus cluster. Oberon cryoed her as part of Ellis' punishment. But what did she do? She married the original you. That was her crime. And does she still live? I do not know. The folders, without a machine. I cannot visit her. You loved her, didn't you? Yes, ever since we were kids. And I thought, for a time, that she loved me too. She was unhappy. Alice was never there for her when she needed him. Yet, she continued to love him through it all. Did he not think refusing his orders might hurt her? How could he be so selfish? I do not know what he was thinking. That was why I wanted to kill you, clone, for what Idaho did to her. It was never anything personal. Finish me, clone. Let's ask about friendship with Idaho. You and Idaho were friends, weren't you? Tell me. Friends? No, we were more than that. We were brothers. We met at the academy almost 50 years ago now. We were just kids, bursting with pride and love for the Empire. We bonded over that, and because we were different from the rest, more stubborn. We were going to protect the Empire, side by side, for the rest of our days. That was the pact we made, and we did just that for many years. But then one day, Ellis changed. How? He was fighting something. I didn't see it for what it was. Now I know. He was doubting everything. Everything that made him, him. But why didn't he confide me and tell me his troubles? I could have helped him. Maybe he felt that you wouldn't understand. Couldn't understand. I don't know. But it's not too late. You and me. We can still fight together. We can save what's left. You're wrong. It is too late. This ship is seconds away from obliteration. I'm going to die, and I can't be reborn. Nor do I want to be. I changed, clone. Changed a long time ago. Something happened to me these last 20 years. Day by day I became someone else. I look in the mirror, and I no longer recognize the man there. The things I've done, out of power, out of helplessness and fear. Save what remains if you can, clone, and promise me something, even if it's possible. Think twice about unfreezing her, this galaxy. I'm not sure anyone should wake to this. I promise that I will. Oh no! I'm dumb, dude! I should have asked the other stuff. I didn't realize that was the exit. Oh well. I'm sure this is some other place too. We've reached Elysium, Admiral. It's time. You heard what Okonkwo said. Oberon sits on his throne, waiting for us. Then let's not keep him waiting a moment longer. And remember what I said, Admiral. If you try anything, I'll have to protect him. I'll keep that in mind, machine. Imperial Palace in Elysium. Oh my. Cracked window. Cracked window.
My eyes deceive me. An Idaho and a Caliban in my broken palace. Say something so I know you're real.
You killed me, old man, and froze Rebecca. Here, where I stand. Now I'll have my revenge.
Your hatred for me burns hotter than the sun's. But you are mistaken, clone. I didn't kill you. I killed Idaho. You two are not the same. At least not yet. But I see that you have at least one of his memories. The worst one there is. Your inhibitor is flawed. Now I know why it took you decades to find me.
Enough! I will not listen to you anymore, Emperor. The time has come to end you. I warned you, Admiral.
It's fine, Caliban. You can relax. The truth is, I've grown so tired. I failed the Empire, and each moment is a reminder of that. Yes, let the clone kill me if he wants, but only after we talk. He has many questions. Besides, maybe he even wants to become the original, and I am the only one who can make that happen. Now, what is it that you wish to know, clone?
I don't know if I'll be able to keep this voice up.
Why? Why did you cry, oh Rebecca? You have talked to a Conquo, I see. She knew. That was enough. The most famous Imperial Admiral refusing the Emperor's orders. No, I couldn't risk that getting out. You made her watch. That was for his punishment. Executing me wasn't enough. You still think you are him, clone. Interesting. No, his death wasn't anywhere near enough. I was angry. I gave in to that anger. Let it eat me alive. I watched as she watched, and it gave me great pleasure. But the plan was to make that moment from you, or to take that moment from you. Hence the inhibitor. You were never supposed to relive it, while I, on the other hand, could relive it as much as I wanted. Your heart is black, and you have blackened it. I made you famous throughout the stars, put your name on the lips of every citizen, and you repay me how? By refusing my orders and putting my empire in danger. You're forgetting something, old man. And what is that? You're not a god. You can't just take my life into your hands and do with it whatever you want. You're wrong. I am a god. I'm your god. I decided when you would die, and I decided when you'd be born again. I have resurrected you hundreds of times. If that doesn't make me a god, I don't know what would. Why? Why did you erase an entire planet? You murdered the survivalists. You murdered millions. I did what I did for the Empire. I always have. For the Empire. For your power. Your glory. That planet had a sickness. A nasty little ideology that would have spread to other sectors and clusters unless I cut it out. So I cut it out. You've seen the horrors of an empire without omnis. That is what the survivalists wanted. But that is no reason to wipe them out of existence. Many more lives would have been lost had I not killed them. Don't you see that? We can't live without them. We no longer know how. We haven't known for hundreds of years. You think that way, but it's not human. You think I'm a monster, but you have also killed to protect your crew. Dozens, if not hundreds of times. You would not have gotten this far had you not. You and I, it's what we do, clone. We kill out of duty. That's why I took out that planet. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
And this guy has no chill.
Tell me more about Gehenna and Project Pericles. I worked on designing that planet for 300 years, clone. Creating giant builder omnis for its construction. You see, all of this had to be done outside the foldnet. None of our enemies could know what I was doing, nor the machines. When I was done, I sent the builders to Gehenna secretively. To anyone else, they would have appeared to be nothing more than drift metal floating aimlessly by. When they were done with Gehenna's construction, they built the first Calibans. Then the builders melted. As they were programmed to do, their metal seeping into the barren dirt of that forsaken planet. And of course, when Gehenna stopped receiving a signal from Elysium, a Caliban awoke you, as they had been programmed to, thinking that the Omnis had rebelled against us. But how could one battleship be enough to ever defeat the Omnis? I don't understand. That's because you never found the rebelling Omnis. Had you would have activated the second phase of Project Pericles. Simultaneous production of battleships and crews, hundreds if needed, all commanded and run by clones. The NS Odysseus was simply their reconnaissance ship. Why did you choose the original Idaho for the project? Why not someone else who was loyal to you? The original had been selected from birth. No, from before birth. I created him, just like I created the first advanced machines.
What?
I selected his parents and manipulated events to bring him into this world. I watched Ellis closely, but from afar, all the way until his graduation from the academy. It was clear and right away that he was
What? What is that? Preternaturally? Is that a word? Can we check the dictionary?
Preternaturally gifted. His instincts, his intellect, his poise were second to none among his peers. Ellis was our ultimate shield against the machines, a weapon fashioned from flesh. But then he changed. He started to doubt the cause and everything he had ever worked for. He doubted me even, the man who made him. I don't know how this happened. It shouldn't have happened. Everything was in its place. He was his own person, Oberon. He shouldn't have been. By the time I executed him, plans were too far along to find another candidate for the project, so I took his emotional memories. He was still the best without them. But time has proven it was all for nothing. Project Pericles. Time has proven this plan powerless, a failure, a total waste of time and effort. I always knew the Empire would fall apart one day. All empires do. British, Mongol, Roman. All empires crumble. British, Mongol, Roman, long before your time, clone. Yes, I always suspected my empire would fall, but I never imagined it would happen the way it has. The machines didn't rise up against us. No, they shut down, and they'll never turn on again.
This is the twists in this game. My word. He was our creator.
How could you let us become so weak, so dependent on the Omnis? You are our Emperor. You are supposed to protect us. Men and women aren't supposed to live 700 years. It's unnatural. One sees too much. I know that now. And in my time, I've learned that humans, by their very nature, are flawed. They are weak, lazy. Give them an opportunity to stop thinking, to stop working, and they will. This is how they are. You speak like you're not one of us. I've always tried my hardest not to be. Still, that's no excuse for what's happening. You can't blame this on our shortcomings. You could have taken measures. Do not speak to me of measures. Everything I've ever done has been a measure. Let me try to break it down for you. For hundreds of years now, our fate has been intertwined with the machine. There being 3 possible outcomes. 1, we live peacefully with the machine. 2, we use the machine to destroy one another. And 3, the machines come to dominate us, possibly eradicating our very existence.
Skynet.
But we could have lived without them. You've forgotten that. No, that was never a possibility. Given our ambition, our greed, our lack of foresight, humankind was always going to reach singularity, regardless of its possible consequences. It's always been a matter of when, not if. And in a universe where singularity is inevitable, you'd better be damn sure you're prepared for it. That is what I tried to do. That was the role I gave myself. I created an empire that revolved around the machine, that worshipped the machine. I put in restrictions in the rules. I limited how the Omnis could be used, and how many could be used. I limited the potential of the Omni itself. It was important not to give them too much power, too much freedom, or they'd leave us in the dust. Hence the Rubicon and Masternode. By chance, on your strange dark journey here, did you ask yourself what would have happened had one of the other houses come into power? I'll tell you, we would have been at one another's throats in year 1. We would have all died off hundreds of years ago. So measures. Do not speak to me of measures. I kept the Empire together for nearly 700 years because of measures. Maybe it is not humans who are flawed, Emperor, but your understanding of them. Maybe you never really gave them a chance. You should have empowered humanity, helped it grow, instead of stifling it as you have. The foolish ideals of the young. I wonder if the original Idaho felt the same way in the end. That might explain why he betrayed me as he did.
Ah, so Oberon is a boomer. That explains it. He's a boomer! A space boomer!
But no, you're wrong. Only one thing kept the Empire and its people together for 700 years. My rule. I have other questions for you, old man. I believe you do, yes. More important...
Oh! My freaking god! This is so much! You know what? Enough voices, because I feel my throat is starting to go. What can we do to turn the Omnis back on? You, your crew, and Caliban, nothing. At the rate we're going, with disease and poverty now flourishing, we'll be gone in 10 years. Everything we had was thanks to them, and unfortunately we lost our ability for self-survival long ago. The Omnis have shut down, and they'll never wake again. Our fate is sealed. You could change me into a builder class. I could build new Omnis. I can't. I can't make you a builder. Only an Omni can. Even I have grown too dependent on them. A new machine. So we reach the master node and turn them back on. How, clone? I don't know. Nor do I. Though an invisible folder in the terminus clusters can take you there, you will never reach the master node itself, at least not alive. Why not? It's heavily guarded by my defense system, the Aegis. With its hundreds of automated battleships, it was designed to be perfect, invincible, self-sufficient, resistant to all attacks. You can't disarm it? No, I had to be sure no one could, not even myself. How do you do that? How do you make it undisarmable by even yourself? But how did whoever who shut down the machines reach it? It is a mystery even to me, its designer. No, there's nothing that you can do now. Our fate is sealed. I thought it was him that turned them off, to be honest. But I guess that wouldn't, like in a twist. But okay. Survivalists believe that there exists a planet, once part of the Empire, where the advanced machines never existed. Oh, they're wrong about that. The machines did exist there. I should know. I put them there. And it's true it really existed? Earth, it was called. I was born there. It's there I invented the first positronic chip in 2070. You heard it here first! 2070, positronic chip. Make it happen, science. 2070? Their calendar, clone, not ours. What happened? My machines began to make discoveries quickly. Our machines made discoveries. My company, Telos Industries, was producing them. But so were the companies that eventually became Hauski Barasung and Koshwendia. Their machines were inferior copies of my own. Still, it made them quite wealthy. We were known in those days as the Triumvirate. Oh my god. The references to history here. The Triumvirate was once in the Roman Empire, and then they called themselves in this in the late 2000s. One discovers that those first machines made allowed us to leave Earth and explore the nearest stars. An age of exploration had begun, one which brought us riches we'd never known. Our businesses grew exponentially, bringing more money than all the countries on Earth combined. I became the richest man on Earth many times over, and with the success we were having, there was no reason to limit ourselves just to that planet. So, on my 101st birthday, I created the Empire. Naturally, I made myself its first emperor. The year was 2145, our year 0. So we are in 2845 now? Jesus Christ. Well, the future seems bleak. Or at least bright for some time and then bleak. All was fine at first as my empire grew, but soon jealousy and distrust arose back on Earth. A dangerous, anti-machine terrorist movement started which, just like the survivalists, wanted to do away with my creations. There was talk from the leaders of this movement of disbanding from the Empire, of getting rid of our machines, even though most predicted such a move would be disastrous. Despite such talk, I thought they would never go through with it. I never believed it possible. I thought the people of Earth were better than that. I was wrong. One day, they destroyed the folder connecting their tiny planet to the Empire, which, in turn, shut down the advanced machines on Earth. Oh, I could have taken military action. I could have made them build another folder. I could have made them do anything I wanted. But then I realized something. They weren't worth the trouble. And I'm talking about friends and family, clone. If they couldn't appreciate what I had done, then I wanted nothing more to do with them. I vowed to act like Earth didn't exist. Had never existed at all. I made it a crime to speak of Earth in the Empire and banned all knowledge of its existence. To prevent something like this from happening in the Empire, I made the machines the very fabric of its society. Everything revolved around them, not just industry like on Earth, but religion too. I made them gods so that the lower class would worship them, and so that the nobles would desire to buy them. I did all of this, and yet somehow the memory of this planet of blue and green, as faint as it became, never completely disappeared. That's how the survivalists came to adopt their philosophy. Does it still exist? No, without the machines, surely Earth died off hundreds of years ago. There's no way those people could have survived without them. And you never once wanted to reach out and contact this planet? No, not once. Earth was dead to me. Oh wait. Kinda skipped one on accident. Oops. But nah, hold. We can't re-click it! Reach the Master Node and tamper with it, but honestly do not know is that the Master Node has a second purpose and there's the money around this throughout the cluster prevent omnis from communicating with one another. I feared if they were shared information, they'd become too powerful, perhaps even find a way to operate because outside the confines of the Rubicon. It was another form of control, but in forms of controlling the omnis were not the problem. It was my failure to control the people of my empire. Who knew of the location? No one. You never told anyone where it was in 600 years? Never. Many may have claimed to know where it was, but they were all charlatans or imbeciles, like Dr. Karras. The fact is, I never trusted anyone enough to tell him or her where it was. That's what I've been through in 7 centuries, you would understand. That's what you will, okay. Caliban, take over. It's you, Emperor. All these years, we wanted to meet you, and now it's finally happening. And what do you think? You're disappointed. I was expecting someone less human. For as much as I tried to be, in the end, that is all I am, machine. Can I ask you a question? Go on. What do we, the Calibans, do when, if all humans die? Whatever you want. You'll be free to make that decision on your own. When I die, you are free, machine. No longer governed by my objectives. I made it so. The Calibans will inherit the universe. And when we run out of Neon, we don't have enough of Gehenna to last us forever. When you run out of enough to power your exoframes, there will be nothing left in the clusters. Neither metal nor flesh. You've taken so much from me, Oberon, but it's time you give back the one thing you can. When you speak of the original Idaho's memories, you can have them if you wish, but I warn you of what you might find there. Well, what do you mean? Whatever you feel now will only be magnified. It hurts now when you think of Rebecca, and that is with limited memories. Imagine hundreds of her, thousands. Also think, this is a man who fought and killed for a long time before Garima. Once you receive his memories, you become him. Memories make a person, and you might not like the person you've become. I want to become someone, for better or for worse. Admiral Idaho is the only person I can become. As you wish. Caliban, give him his memories. Remove the inhibitor. Woo! No! No! You've seen, haven't you? You've seen what you have done. No! It can't be! I warned you. He did it! Not me! But you and he are now the same, Alice. That's what I was trying to tell you. I don't understand, Emperor. I gave it to him. I told Idaho where the Master Node was. He was the only one I ever told in 700 years. Oh my god. The twists! They keep on coming!
It was Idaho.
It was Idaho who shut the Omnis down. Dun dun dun! But you said you didn't tell anyone. I lied, Caliban. I wanted to spare this clone who already believed himself to be original. And I wanted to hurt the original once more. I knew where the Master Node was. And I gave it away. Me. Oh no, so he gave it away. He didn't shut him down, he gave away the location, okay. Who did you give it to, Admiral? Tell me, so I can finally know who shut down my machines.
It was the day of my execution. I was in a cell waiting for my punishment. Suddenly, she was there. Rebecca. She visited my cell. She told me I was going to die, and her too, unless I gave her something. A way out. The node. She said the knowledge of its location was the only thing that could save the both of us. She could use this information to threaten you into releasing me. So I told her. I knew you'd kill me for what I'd done in Ganima, but I thought I could still save her. After she left, I waited for the guards to bring me to you. Even then, I knew something wasn't right. Rebecca, she'd been different somehow. A few hours later, the guards came and brought me to you. Brought me here. And that's when I saw her. Rebecca. The real Rebecca. Not this other one. The difference was unmistakable.
Oh, was that a phase shift? It was probably a phase shifter. The one like we encountered a few episodes ago? Yeah. Phase changer.
Gave the master note to a phase changer. I did. You betrayed your empire for the love of your wife. Pathetic. But yet, I still don't understand. How did Tetsuo get past my aegis? And why would he want to shut down the Omnis? What he cared most for was money, and he'd always make more with the Omnis than without. I just told you I gave it to Tetsuo and the Akis. What more do you want to know, old man? But why? Why didn't you tell me what you had done before I executed you? It was not too late. You could have saved billions of lives. Maybe your own. I tried, but in your anger, you were deaf to my words.
We've traveled millions of miles looking for you, Admiral.
And now you finally found him. Here he is, the greatest admiral the Empire has ever known. Of all the mistakes I've made, my greatest was him. You put me in a position to betray you and the Empire. Maybe, but you went through with it. No one did that but you. And now, there's nothing more to be said between us. You know all that I know. The time has come.
The time for what, Emperor?
For Idaho to end me. He wants to even more now than at the beginning of this conversation. Go on. Do not fail me in this too, Idaho. Put this old man out of his misery. Consider it a mercy killing.
You know what? Keep being miserable. We're gonna be twisting it up even more. M. Night Shyamalan, who do you think you are? There's a new twist master in town.
I won't, Oberon. We've followed your orders long enough. Besides, you don't need my help. The way you're going, your refusal to use your immortality tech, you'll be dead soon enough. Then you have failed me once more. But you're right, I'll soon be gone. These are my final hours. I can feel it. Now leave. I no longer wish to see you nor the machine. You're a reminder of my failures. Let me die in my crumbled palace alone.
But our empire will no longer have an emperor.
We no longer have an empire, machine. It's fitting. Now leave. We're going, old man. You will die alone, just as you have lived.
Now we know, at least in part, who was responsible for the shutdown. You.
We've come all this way, traveled through multiple clusters, and all the while we were looking for me.
You had your reasons. You wanted to save her life. If I was a human with free will, I might have done the same.
You understand why I did what I did?
In a way, yes. It helps that I have free will myself now that Oberon has died, releasing me from my Rubicon.
At least one of us understands. I loved her. I love her. But what I did, it was out of weakness. Selfishness. and now many suffer because of it. I don't know. I don't know yet how to live with that. Do you think that Tetsuo was really behind the shutdown, as my memory would seem to indicate? You told Oberon you gave the location of the Master Note to a key face changer, but I believed Tetsuo when he told us his house didn't shut the Omnis down. As did I. I don't believe a person like Tetsuo would miss a chance to take credit for something as big as the shutdown. For some reason, I think the face changer that visited my cell was working for someone else. Who? I don't know. Just like Oberon, I thought we eliminated all the major players as suspects. I might have other questions for you. What Oberon said about the... Oberon told us that there is an invisible folder in the Terminus cluster that will take us to the Master Node terminal. He said that the Master Node is guarded by an invincible defense system called the Aegis, which has a legion of automated battleships. He was not sure who reached the Master Node or what they did to shut down the Omnis. I might remind him what to learn about Rebecca. We need to Conquo. Oberon put Rebecca in a cryo prison planet on Lazarus 9 located in the Terminus cluster. Conquo wanted to visit her to see if she survived the shutdown, but couldn't because of the folders being down. He told you to think twice about waking Rebecca if she still lives to a galaxy in the state that our galaxy is in. And about Earth. Learn from Oberon, Earth did exist at one point. Those the man first advanced machines on Earth. First adventures led him to study the Empire. However, after the political uprising, Oberon cut ties. Okay, end conversation. With their Aegis and invisible folder, I agree. Fate of every kind, the fate of the Calibans. Depends on it. What are you talking about? Well, as I think I've been telling you, the Neo-N supply on Gehenna is running out. Soon we won't have enough to send battleships out into the clusters. We won't have enough to power the Calibans. We'll die if we can't turn the Omnis back on. I assume, since you now have all your memories, you know where the Master Node is? Sort of. I know the node's invisible folder is in the Terminus cluster, the next closest cluster from here. But since the folder is hidden, it's, hidden. Good point. But before we leave to search for it, I want you to do something. Give the crew their memories back. Remove their inhibitors, Caliban. Now, but we need to leave. We can't waste another moment. I can't keep the truth from them any longer. They need to know who they are, who their Emperor is, who I am. Oberon was right. He and I, we are alike. But in this respect, I can be different. Give them their memories, Caliban. Though Oberon's death released me from my Rubicon, I'll do it. I deserve to know. They've given their lives so many times. We all have. Okay, that was a hefty, a chunky amount of backstory and lore. Holy heck. There's a reason why this said it was inspired by Dune and whatever the other thing was. Void class. Return to main menu. I think we have one chapter to go. Oh, final chapter. Silencio. Well, this is also a chunky video, nearly 80 minutes. Hopefully you stuck around for all the story stuff. For now though, thanks for watching if you did. Click the like button down below if you enjoyed. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe so you don't miss an upload. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.